Jillian, for more on this, let's bring in South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace. She is a member of the House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee, as well as the Oversight and Reform Committee. Congresswoman, good to see you this Monday afternoon. Why is it important to you that this critical race proposal not go forward?
Well, for certain, I'm a parent of two kids in middle school, and critical race theory, this is Marxist ideology that they're trying to teach to our children that says to us that all of us are racist. And it is about indoctrination. It's about forcing our kids to see that we're all racist and to teach racist ideology and to further divide our country. And at a time when we are so divided and not working together, this is the last thing that we need to be doing right now. It's the reason that I'm sponsoring legislation that defunds critical race theory in our military and being taught in public schools. This kind of decision should be made by school boards and states where parents get to have a say and not the federal government.
We'll get to that legislation in just a moment. But first of all, Jackie mentioned just a little bit of this. These 20 attorneys general have said that if the Department of Education does not take away this proposal for critical race theory, it should at least, quote, make clear that grants may not fund projects that are based on CRT, including any projects that characterize the United States as irredeemably racist or founded on principles of racism, or that assign fault, blame, or bias to a particular race or to an individual because of his or her race. Could you be guaranteed that even if this proposal went forward, that those conditions were met, or do you have to scrap the whole thing?
I think you have to scrap the whole thing. I mean, honestly, and every state is going to be different and different municipalities will be different, which is why it's important that we understand that the federal government should not have a say on curriculum for states or different school boards. They should be able to make that decision because they're the ones that are held accountable to parents like myself and others around the country whose kids are being educated in public schools.
So let's get back to the legislation here, because we know that during the Trump administration, the White House passed a rule that prohibited the teaching of critical race theory to federal employees. You have signed on to legislation that would restore that after the Biden administration took that down, as well as not teaching critical race theory to members of the military. Clearly, because they're supporting the Biden administration, Democrats aren't going to allow that to happen. So what are you trying to do here? Just get on the record, lay the groundwork for November 2022? What's the goal?
Yeah, absolutely. And President Biden, and he's reversed almost every good decision that President Trump and his administration did, including defunding critical race theory in our country. And it's important for Republicans to stand up, have their voices heard in 2022. We have a lot to run on. I mean, this is President Biden is being guided by the far left, by AOC, by Nancy Pelosi. He's done more damage in 100 days than I thought possible in 4 years. And it's important for us to let parents make a decision, let school boards make a decision on how our children are educated. And so there are two very important bills that are circulating right now on the Hill. And one is to defund critical race theory with our military and also in our public schools. And I'm on board 100%, and so should every other Republican out there today.
Let's talk about infrastructure, because that's another big topic there on Capitol Hill and at the White House. The White House counter-proposed the Republican counter-proposal by saying it would come down to $1.7 trillion for infrastructure. So there's still a tremendous amount of real estate between the Republicans and the White House. And in the White House's counter-proposal, they take away almost $40 billion from traditional infrastructure of roads, bridges, and the like. Is there ever going to get a deal done here?
I'm saying it's doubtful every day. I think President Biden, he's just playing footsie with Senate Republicans right now. He left all of the horrible Green New Deal spending that's in there, environmental justice and social justice, that has absolutely nothing to do with traditional infrastructure. And I drove my kids this morning to school and dropped them off, and I sat in traffic for quite some time this morning. I understand, like every other working American out there, everyone that has to take their kids to school, that those things have nothing to do with our roads and bridges. And they've got to trim down the bill. At $1.7 trillion, you're still going to have one of the largest tax hikes in American history to pay for it. They refuse to cut spending anywhere else. And this is critical for our nation's future.
A presidential aide over the weekend said that the president's going to give it a little bit more time to see if a deal can get done. And if not, he's going to give up on the idea of bipartisanship. 10 seconds left here. Do you expect that the Democrats are going to go it alone here? And can they?
Well, Nancy Pelosi, from word on the street, is she's already taken over the House Infrastructure Committee. There will be no deal as far as we're concerned, which is why you're seeing Republicans in the Senate and the House put their own proposals and alternatives forward. And that's how we're going to move forward on this one.
Congresswoman Nancy Mace of South Carolina, good to spend time with you as always. Thanks for beginning the week with us.